Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you. As you know, there was a lull in the uploads. YouTube, I don't know if I've addressed this like it needs to be addressed, but I just need something to talk about. So YouTube gave me a strike, I think. Yeah. Because in one of my podcasts, I talked about the same thing other mainstream media outlets have talked about the transgender athletes. Um, basically about men competing with women in women's sports, basically. And I said the same thing others said, that men have a biological advantage. I mean, I'm talking about the science. I'm not talking about the social label like transgender. I'm talking about the biological science. If you take a DNA sample of a transgender woman and the DNA of a woman, the transgender woman's DNA is male. That's what I said. That's not hate speech. That's facts. Other people have said the same thing. I don't, whatever. But anyway, so I was just saying, like, women's sports would end if you let men, biological men, compete with them. And there's been proof that they dominate. The transgender athletes, if you break down their DNA, they're men, have dominated. Like, it's not like it's rampant, but it's like the few examples that they have, like track meet records, track records. Um, there's been several results where the trans, it'll be two transgender athletes, two boys, versus, and this is on high school level, versus girls, and the boys got first and second place in every event. It was like guaranteed. So that's not hate speech. That's just science. Men and women are different. Men, or the average man, is physically stronger and faster than the average woman. It's not because we're better or anything. That's just how nature is. Women can do something. Well, they can do a lot of things that men can't do. But one of the things they can do is carry a child. Another thing is women are better at multitasking. I mean, there's differences between men and women, and these are all science based. You can look this stuff up. So I don't see how that was hate speech. But anyway, because I said that, I couldn't upload videos for a week. But I have no hate. I was actually in a band called Schizo, and the lead singer was trans. So it's not like I got along fine with said person. So I'm not trying to be anti anything. It's just I'm just talking science. So, and you be polite. My lead singer, she wanted to be addressed as she, so I just called her she. Like, it doesn't hurt me calling her whatever she wants. I did see firsthand. I did witness some stuff she went through. Like, I just remember going to one band practice in particular. Just people like yelling stuff. Because it was like her neighbor knew that she was a guy, and he would yell stuff. She actually had a job as a model, like as a female model. So she lived her life as a woman, made money as a female model. So it's just that her neighbor knew. Anyway, the whole point is, it's not hate speech. I'm not trying to be anti anything. It's just science. Sorry, this is how it is. Maybe because I'm a comedian, and I've done jokes in the past against other people. Maybe that's why it's considered hate speech. I don't know. Maybe I'm on a watch list. I don't know. But it wasn't hate speech, because I've said, once again, the same thing that doctors have said, that other channels have said, like, mainstream news channels have said, and they didn't get a strike. So obviously I'm just being targeted. But anyway, that's beside the point. So I started uploading my podcast on Odyssey. the cool thing about uploading them on Odyssey is I can just do the audio file, and the upload takes literally like 5 minutes. And I just do I just do the thumbnail, and it's pretty fast. Like I'm recording this on my phone. Uploads to YouTube on my phone are really fast too. They're like roughly 5 minutes. It doesn't matter how long the video is. It's about 5 minutes. But when I do my audio file, I can't upload it. I can't upload audio only to YouTube, so I have to put a video background behind it. And uploading that sometimes takes a long time. But first world problems. I'm not like, oh my god. So but anyway, I do enjoy doing this though. This kind of video for YouTube anyway. Just because it's faster. And also, I like, I spent money, once again, I said this before, I spent money on equipment. So, I gotta use my ring light, I gotta use my, stand, I gotta use my, my benefits for being a premium member to that One Chick's OnlyFans. If you spend money on something, you should use it, okay? But anyway, let's talk about the things I wanted to talk about, actually. Because, you're watching this because you care about what I say. No, you actually just want to see me make a fool of myself, but that's okay. I'm a clown. I don't mind being in the center ring. So I was on the internet as usual, reading complaints about K-pop, and as you know, I use the thumbnails for my podcast. I use either a K-pop group or a certain K-pop idols, and people are mad. Some people were mad that JYP, that's a label, but he's also a K-pop star. His name is JYP. He was as far as I know, wasn't he one of the first idols? Yeah, he's like one of the people who started K-pop, JYP. But anyway, what does K-pop have in common? Like, what does pretty much every K-pop band have in common? They have pretty much all really, really good looking members, or at least one or two members that are like gorgeous, like, top notch, and they're called the visual. Why? Why does K-pop have good looking people or a member whose job is to just be pretty or handsome? Because usually a group is just as popular as its visual, or if all the members are hot, like they're super popular. Why? Because people like looking at pretty things. That's just how it is. So when I see people complain on the internet about idols being portrayed in a sexual way, it makes no sense. When they start off, they make them all but they're not portrayed as sexual. They're portrayed to be good looking. It's the audience that makes it sexual. That's what I wanted to clarify here. Because they're saying JYP sexualizes idols. The only thing he does, and I'm not defending JYP because I don't think JYP is a good songwriter. But anyway, I guess what I'm defending is K-pop in general, not just JYP. Okay, a person can't help the way they look. Okay. So let's just pick a random idol. Let's just pick Jisoo from Blackpink. She can't help that she's more attractive, or she's more attractive than, let's say, like 85% of the human population. She can't help the way that she can't help her DNA. She was born looking a certain way. Okay. So when she puts on a skirt, a top, puts on some makeup, she's not sexualizing herself. She's just adding to the way she looks. Right? We look at her and make it sexual. Because she's just being herself. She's not doing anything extra. She's just singing and dancing. Like everyone else is just singing and dancing. Because that's what K-pop is. You sing and you dance. So, I guess the point is, I think the hate the hate that JYP gets is that people just don't like JYP, and then you have a few Puritans on the internet going, he sexualizes his idols when he's doing everything that every other K-pop label does. You make the people that represent you as good looking as possible. That's and also, it's a double standard because it's like the male idols, they do the same thing. They have them, dress, really nice. They wear makeup too. They're all in great shape. Like everyone has to be in great shape. Okay, just like a male idol. Try to pick one. Jin from BTS. Uh, I don't think he wears nice clothes. Stays in shape. No one, like, the label doesn't like sexualize him. He can't help it that he's better looking than a big percentage of the population. According to opinions of many Koreans, he's the best male. I mean, he's the best looking male idol. Okay, but is it his fault that his DNA is like that, and is it his fault that people say that about him? No, I mean, so once again, it's the people who make this quote unquote a sexual thing. So we have to stop with that narrative. You know, um, like, and then like, okay, what happens when a group doesn't have a good looking member? People complain. So it's like I just think people like to complain. The whole point is, the bottom line is you got to make money. What makes money? Good looking stuff, appealing stuff. It's like that's why pop music is more popular than death metal, because pop music is appealing. Death metal is kind of abrasive. Good looking people are more popular than average looking people, because good looking people are more, they attract more people because they're easy on the eyes. So so I just think people are trying to make a news story, and it's I don't know, like we need more. I don't know. Can we just get like real news in K-pop instead of like this fake, like let's try to cause a controversy? Because and they pick and choose randomly too. It's like because like JYP's label does the same thing that every other label does. So obviously you're just picking JYP because you don't like JYP. Every K-pop group tries its best to be as good looking as possible. So why is JYP? How come when he does it, it's bad, but like when SM does it, like SM tries to make Girls' Generation look as good as possible, but they're not sexualized. But like JYP's groups are. It makes no sense. Like they all look the same when in terms of being dressed and stuff like that. So I don't know. It's once again first world problems, because that's whatever. First world problem. But hey, I love first world problems though. I love first world problems. So my new diet. Yeah, I'm always trying a new diet because I'm bored and I need something to do that's positive, other than that escort. And it does burn when I pee. But the new diet, and I've done this diet before. Like, what was it, last year? What was it, 2 years ago? Man, this fantasy pandemic lockdown has really messed up my time, my perception of time. But like I didn't eat for 3 months. I took my vitamins, drank my water and all that crap, but I didn't eat solid food for 3 months. There you go. I didn't eat. I ate, like protein shakes count, right? But anyway, I didn't eat solid food for 3 months, and like I got ripped. So now I'm starting a new diet, and now I'm not gonna do 3 months because I work 6 days a week and I work out every day. So I'm not gonna eat until I lose like 20 pounds. Not that I need to lose 20 pounds. It's just that I heard somewhere, and I don't know where I heard it, but I don't know. I was watching a video and like someone was like, everyone should lose 20 pounds, and that made me start thinking about the average American and how the average American is fat. Like the average female in America is 5'4", 170 pounds, 170 pounds at 5'4". I don't know the average man's height and weight. I mean, the average man's height's 5'8", but I'm sure it's obese. But I was just like, I'm gonna do I'm gonna not eat until I lose 20 pounds. And once again, I don't need to lose 20 pounds. I'm bored. I want to see how long it takes because supposedly you can lose a pound a day, and if I can go without food for 3 months, I can go without food for a month. That's not an issue. It's just something to do. But actually, my birthday's coming up, so I'll probably eat on my birthday because like I'll probably go out and get sushi. But you know what I'm saying. I'm just saying I'm not hungry. I haven't eaten for 3 days. I'm not hungry. It's so weird. Like once you like do like fasting, because I do it all the time. I'll go like I'll eat like once a week or something like just because um, that hunger feeling you don't get it, but what you do get is you get your brain telling you, okay, well, you need energy to do certain things, so you might want to eat something. Like you get this thought like, well, I might need to eat something because I'm gonna run around the block, but you don't get a hunger feeling. You just get like a daily reminder. Just remember you're gonna go climb the stairs today, so you might want to eat something. But it's not like, oh, I'm so hungry. So it's weird. But I'm glad that feeling has gone away because I mean that hunger feeling for me like went away well a couple years ago because that's when I started doing this. And it's pretty cool not being I guess restricted by your urges. So I lost that hunger urge, which is great though. I just have to lose my urge for cocaine, meth, and hookers, and vodka for breakfast, and I'll have a pretty solid life. But that'll never happen. Anyway, I'll talk to you later, people. Peace.